Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Sagittarius for the month of December 2021. So happy birthday, Sag. Hope it's going to be a great birthday month. You're in your first house. It's all about you for 4 weeks. And we're in the fire sign, obviously. So lots of forward moving energy, lots of action happening, lots of positivity happening. So let's see. Your energy is something new is coming to the fore. There is something new. It's a seed of an idea that will grow if nurtured and looked after to a tree. So it's practical. So it's earth. It's like planting something and helping it grow. So, but it will yield money for you later if you so desire. So it's probably in readiness for the new year coming, planning what you're going to do, what's going to be the focus for 2022, all that kind of stuff. But it's very positive, very earthed. So it's time to sort of start getting onto that. Okay, let's see where you are right now. So yeah, just having a bit of a break at the moment, just spectating, not participating, just letting the world go by, sort of having a bit of a rest, especially after the last 4 weeks of Scorpio was quite bumpy, wasn't it? Lots of dreams, lots of 12th house sort of energy there. So now still in that sort of, in a bit of a standing outside sort of energy, not so much participating in what's going on, more being an observer. Okay, post coming out of the 12th house, obviously, which is the house of shadows. Let's see what influenced this and what in turn will influence the reading. Standing up for yourself. So very much, especially after the 12th house too, that's where we sort of really go introspective and we sort of look at our lives and things just sort of float on up to us that, you know, our weakness especially, things that we need to work on in our own psyche and our own selves. And, you know, the upshot is just standing up for yourself, saying what needs to be said and not letting yourself be, you know, sort of dragged around or not saying what you ought to say. So that's quite a good card actually to have, Sag. It's not an easy thing to do, but that is going to be the influence of the next 4 weeks in your first house. New improved Sag. Let's look back now into where we are with in terms of October, November, so Scorpio time. And we have the Queen of Coins. So very much settled, homebody type of energy. Really just enjoying being earthed and just sitting at home, just doing things around the home and sort of paying a lot of attention to your own needs for a change. Sagittarius are quite out there people. They like to be on the move. But however, when your 12th house comes along, sometimes it's nice just to be, you know, just a bit different. And you're not sort of craving that outward sort of energy of people coming in. You just want to sit with your own self. And that would be the Queen of Coins. Very reliable, very earthed. Conversely, that could be a person that's sort of drifted past in this last 4 weeks that we've just finished. So you'll know who that is in context because it is a real person. These court cards always resemble real people. Recent influences, and we have the 4 of Cups, so not surprising there. A bit of disconnected energy in the emotions, a bit sort of, you've got everything, there's nothing lacking in your life, but there's just craving. And this could be relationships too. Perhaps a lot of you have really sort of been dragged through the swamp really with the relationships and why they don't work, or why you get them wrong and all that kind of thing in a Scorpio time. So this is a very transitional card, but it just makes you sort of think, well, yeah, well, what is it about me and relationships that I have? Especially intimate relationships. Other relationships are a lot easier because we don't invest so much in those emotions. They're a lot easier sometimes to maintain. The lesson you'll be learning in this 4 weeks. Yeah, still standing on the outside a bit, looking in, still big change. I feel like a lot of Sagittarius have gone through a big overhaul really in the last couple of weeks in that Scorpio time. So really still not ready to mix and mingle yet. But you will have to, because it's your birthday month and people will want to be seeing you and going out, etc. But just being a bit apart from the crowd that way, and just maybe sort of still brooding over those relationship issues that have been sort of coming to the fore in the last couple of weeks. Okay, let's see, first week of December we have, and a bit of sorrow and heartbreak coming back. So yeah, there's very much a feeling of still introspecting over, and I feel like because of all the energy and the planets around at the moment that are really giving us heavy hits, we're sort of all, really kind of focusing on these sort of loss, heartbreak, relationships, how to sort of turn over a new leaf, if you like, and that comes through too in the first week. But these are minor cards too, Sag, so don't get too bogged down with them. Just sort of go with the flow. They're a bit they're not as heavy as they would have been in the last month, but they're sort of weaker. Let's see what's happening that you're not realizing. And we have the Magician, so the spirit message is still very much around, even though you think he may not be. Sort of saying there's lots of new ways forward, there's lots of potential coming up for you, there's lots of risk. However, just at the moment, there's still this energy of taking it easy and just sort of cutting off the loose ends with what's been going on. It's almost like a real tower moment where everything is sort of making everything, changing the way you do things, especially in context of relationships. How others see you. Yeah, very much Scorpio death, so really transforming. And that's what all this is about. It's very transformational, and that's still happening. So lots of cleaning out of the closet, lots of spring cleaning, lots of, really kind of being cleansed by, or especially the things that you don't really like about yourself, the habits that you have, or the ways you deal with things. And that's the Scorpio meaning, actually. It is that, it's sort of that massive transformation. So that's what it's looking like, Sagittarius, for you. Positive feelings, and we have the Queen of Cups, so very much the water queen, very much the receiver. She's very sort of quiet. She takes in a lot of energy of other people. She doesn't say very much, very intuitive, and that's how you're feeling positive at this time. You're still sort of looking around in your environment at people and how you are with people, and trying to transform yourself into a way that you feel a lot more comfortable with what's going on, Sag. So intuition is really high, still high at this time for you. The outcome. And then we have the Empress, so we have the beautiful feminine icon, abundance, beautiful female energy, and coming through, and it's like a birth as well. So really, it looks to me like the transformation's going to be complete by the time we hit the Capricorn time, and in 4 weeks' time. So a really nice card, actually, for you to have to finish up. So it's all sort of still going through the motions of this cleansing and sort of really transforming yourself into ways that you might feel a lot better about yourself and how you deal with especially relationships. Okay, let's see what your message is. Sorry, I had a bit blank. Gratitude. If you want to turn your life around, try thankfulness. It will change your life mightily. Gratitude is a powerful kindness energy. When expressed outwardly by giving thanks for the richness brought to you by the other people, their services and contribution, your gratitude builds a feeling of kinship that breaks down all illusions and of separateness. Very nice. Very nice. So happy birthday, Sag. I'm sorry, it's quite still a very introspective reading, but there we are. Big transformation still going on for you, but well done. But lots of positivity coming. You've got 3 big cards that are showing you that it's all going to be worth it. You'll still be the same, but you will just have worked on a few and tweaked a few things that you kind of not really liking about yourself and the way you are. Have a great month.